issue of discovery, one of the most abused parts of the practice of law today, because people use it really to intimidate, to overwhelm, to obfuscate, to hide things. But discovery is there for a particular purpose, because as we go into a case, we know what our clients told us, we know what some documents say, but we don't know everything the other side has or what they're going to say. When I go into discovery, I don't go in with a blank slate saying, well, I'll just see what the facts are and how they develop here. So when I'm looking at facts in discovery, I have in mind what must have happened here given what we know. Given that we see this, what can we project was really the rest of the picture? And then I push hard to get to those facts, because I believe already that's what they will be. Is it always the case every single time? Once in a while it'll surprise you and you have to readjust your vision of the world. But there's only one of the truth. And the truth, when you start mixing and changing facts here and there, nothing fits anymore. So you're really looking for what fits, what fills out the picture. And when you push a witness, for example, in a deposition toward that, then you get the momentum going, because that's really what the truth is. Now, how do you get a witness in a deposition to give you the truth when he wants to resist? He wants to favor his own case. Well, a couple of things. First, you let him talk a lot. You don't ask just point questions, yes, no. Let the witness talk. As the witness begins to talk, as you generate what happened, I've often asked a witness, you have the hearsay objection, but that doesn't apply in depositions. I say, what'd you hear say about that? Tell me what you heard say. Just get them talking. Get them talking, and before long you'll be able to pull out the pieces that are really important out of what they've said. So let the witness open up. Try to bring the witness out and open the witness up. Second, what you want to do is you want to get the witness away from the prepared script. Your witness in discovery has been prepared by his or her lawyer to testify a certain way. If it's a good lawyer, that's consistent with the truth, but it's at one end or another of the spectrum. If it's a bad lawyer, it may not even be the truth. But whatever it is, he's been coached or prepared by an attorney coming into the deposition. You got to get him away from that back to spontaneity. So you need to jump around on your subjects. Don't just go through in an orderly fashion, which is probably the way that he prepared. You have to confront him with things that he doesn't expect from time to time. You have to suggest things. You have to push hard. That's really what you're holding back and not telling me, isn't it, Mr. Witness? I don't care what he says. I'm pushing him away from the prepared script a little bit. So you've got to come across sometimes strongly with a witness, sometimes let him just talk, educate me. What do I know? You tell me about it. You're the person who knows about it. Because it's when you get away from the script back to the spontaneity that you're going to find what the real facts are that fit together with the real story as it must have been in the real world, and not the way somebody's trying to distort it or pull out a fact and change the truth. Now, that leads us to written discovery. And written discovery is the most abused of all. I use written discovery now only to get objective facts. Do you have a document on this? If so, I want it. What do the account statements show for the total of these columns? Those are the kind of facts I want in written discovery. I don't even want to ask in written discovery anymore, tell me what happened. Give me your version of the facts. Describe your defenses to me. You see those all the time, and people spend their lives arguing about the answers. What happens when you do that kind of thing? Lawyer sits down with a client, says, we've got this written discovery. He wants us to state every fact on which we base our claim that blah, blah, blah. Let you and I sit down here and talk for an hour, and outline all our facts and get them in the best possible way. Then we're going to write this thing up, and then you're going to make sure it's accurate, and then you're going to sign it. And if it's not, we're going to edit it together. So you get back a finely crafted answer on these subjective facts. And then when you take the deposition, what happens? That's what the client has learned. He believes now that's the case. And it sounds very much like that finely crafted answer. I don't want any of that. Objective facts in written discovery, don't get bogged down there. Don't spend your life on discovery motions. Get the documents, make them produce the documents. If they're accounting or other objective things, dates, times, the existence of something, names of witnesses, the people responsible for certain things, fine, get all that. But then when you want to know the rest of the story, do it for the first time orally in deposition. Now, I don't mind doing it at trial. I've tried lots of cases where I don't have any discovery in criminal cases, and I've tried 3 or 4 major white-collar criminal cases. You don't get that same kind of discovery. It's often better. So criminal or civil cases, I don't mind doing it right there on the stand. The witness is then in the bright lights of the courtroom. All the preparation is going to fade a little bit. Shake them up. You can get them back to just talking to you. And when you can do that, you're really going to get to the truth. So to summarize, written discovery for objective facts only. Don't get bogged down. Depositions, oral discovery, when you really will find out the story, let them talk, focus them, shake them up, challenge them in the oral discovery. Or you can do that just as well at trial, often as you can in deposition. If you've got a deposition, fine, you use that to cross-examine them at trial. But don't forget, this is a whole new experience at trial, and there's a better chance you're going to get to the truth with lots of people watching in a courtroom when it doesn't seem like a little club meeting in somebody's office. So that's my general view on those levels of discovery.